Hello, welcome to the official YouTube channel of Sanjivani Mahavidyalaya Chapoli, Paris Department of Botany, BSc second year, paper 7, Plant Physiology and Biochemistry. In previous lecture, we can discuss on plant-water relations, what is the physical aspect of water absorption, then importance of water, different types of water that are present in the soil, different physical processes that are involved in the absorption of water. One by one we can study. First, a physical process is known as imbibition, then diffusion pressure. Now we can start here the osmosis. Second important physical process that is involved in the absorption of water. What is absorption? Absorption is a physical process in which the solvent molecules diffuse through a semi-permeable membrane from lower concentration to higher concentration. That is known as osmosis. If a solution and its pure solvent are separated by a semi-permeable membrane, the solvent molecules diffuse into solution. The solvent molecule diffuse into solution. That diffusion of solvent molecules into solution through a semi-permeable membrane is known as diffusion, or diffusion of solvent molecules into solution from its lower concentration to the higher concentration is known as osmosis. In this process, in the osmosis, the semi-permeable membrane plays important role. The semi-permeable membrane does not allow all the molecules or solvent molecules to diffuse. Certain molecules can only pass through the semi-permeable membrane. Two types of osmosis here find out in reference to the cell. जर आपण सेल कन्सिडर केली तर याच्यामध्ये दोन प्रकारचं ऑस्मोसिस आपल्याला झालेलं आढळून येतं. एक आहे एंडोऑस्मोसिस आणि दुसरं आहे एक्झोऑस्मोसिस. एंडोऑस्मोसिस कशाला म्हणायचं आपण ते पाहू. द एंट्री ऑफ वॉटर मॉलिक्युल्स इनटू प्लांट सेल kept in a solution having lower solute concentration, that of cell sap, is called as endoosmosis, and because of that endoosmosis the cells become turgid. Endoosmosis का होतं, entry of water into the cell. The diffused water enter into the cell through semi-permeable membrane, that is known as endoosmosis, and because of that the water content of the cell is increased, and because of that the cell swells up, the size of the cell increases, and the cell becomes turgid. And another type, exosmosis. When cell enters into the cell, the endoosmosis is carried out, and when water loses from the cell, the exosmosis is carried out. The loss of water molecules from plant cell placed in the solution having higher solute concentration than the cell sap. The process carried out here is known as exosmosis, and as a result of that exosmosis the cells become flaccid. You understand that endosmosis and exosmosis? In endosmosis, when the water molecules into the plant cell kept in a solution having lower solute concentration, that type of solution, the solution has a lower concentration of solute, is known as hypertonic solution, and the solute concentration is more as compared to the cell sap, then it is known as hypotonic solution. When the cells kept into the hypertonic solution, the water entered into the cell and the amount of water into the cell sap is increased. That is known as endosmosis, and because of that, as a result of that, the cells become turgid. And exosmosis, when the cells kept in the hypotonic solution, where the concentration of solutes in the hypotonic solution is more than the cell sap, and because of that the water loses from the cell, and because of that the cells become flaccid. Cells become flaccid. Osmotic pressure. What is osmotic pressure? As a result of separation of solution from its solvent or with solution by a semi-permeable membrane, the pressure is developed in the solution due to the presence of dissolved solutes in it, and this pressure is known as osmotic pressure. When the two systems are separated by a semi-permeable membrane, the solution or the solvent present in one side and solvent present in the outer side, the solvent have a concentration, the solutes are dissolved in the solvent, and the solute particles dissolved in the solvent, the solute particles have a certain pressure in the solvent, and that pressure is known as osmotic pressure. As a result of separation of solution from its solvent or with solution by a semi-permeable membrane, a pressure is developed in the solution due to the presence of dissolved solute in it. This pressure is called osmotic pressure, and that osmotic pressure is measured in terms of atmosphere. Osmotic pressure is directly proportional to the concentration of dissolved solutes in the solution. Osmotic pressure, तुमच्या लक्षात आलं? व्हॉट इज ऑस्मॉटिक प्रेशर? ऑस्मॉटिक प्रेशर कशाला म्हणायचं? ज्या वेळेस आपण एखादं सोल्युशन तयार करतो, द सॉल्यूट्स आर डिझॉल्व्ड इन द सॉल्वंट, ज्यावेळेस आपण करतो त्या सॉल्वंटमधले जे सॉल्यूट पार्टिकल्स आहे त्या पार्टिकल्समध्ये काही प्रेशर असतं, and when the two solutions are separated by a semi-permeable membrane, then that pressure is exerted. The solute particles pressure in the solvent is exerted, and that pressure is known as osmotic pressure, and that osmotic pressure is measured in terms of atmosphere, and that pressure is directly proportional to the amount of solute in the solvent, or that is known as concentration of the solutes in the solvent. How much solute particles are present in the solvent, that is the concentration of the solvent. मोर कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन जर असेल तर हायर ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर असेल, लो कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन ऑफ द सॉल्यूट असेल तर लोअर ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर त्या ठिकाणी आपल्याला असलेलं आढळून येईल. The solute particles present in the solvent have a certain pressure. That pressure is exerted when the two solutions are separated by a semi-permeable membrane. That is known as osmotic pressure. म्हणजे सॉल्व्हंटमध्ये किती सॉलिड पार्टिकल्स आहेत, जास्त आहेत का कमी आहेत, त्याच्यावरून ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर त्या ठिकाणी जास्त आहे का कमी आहे हे आपण ठरवतो. म्हणजे ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन ऑफ द सॉल्यूट. आता कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन ऑफ द सॉल्यूट म्हणजे आपण सॉल्व्हंटमध्ये इनसॉल्युबल सॉल्यूट जर आपण मिक्स केले किंवा इनसॉल्युबल पार्टिकल्स जर मिक्स केले तर ते इनसॉल्युबल पार्टिकल्स ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर क्रिएट करतात का, तर नाही. Insoluble particles does not create any pressure. That is, osmotic pressure does not increase by the addition of insoluble solute in the solution. Thus, during osmosis, the movement of solvent molecule takes place from the solution whose atmospheric pressure is lower into the solution whose osmotic pressure is higher. ज्या सॉल्व्हंटचं ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर लोअर आहे अशा लोअर ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर असणाऱ्या सॉल्व्हंटकडून हायर ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर असणाऱ्या सॉल्व्हंटकडे मूवमेंट आपल्याला या ठिकाणी थ्रू सेमी परमेबल मेम्ब्रेन ऑस्मॉसिसमध्ये झालेली आढळून येते, किंवा हे डिफ्युजन अशा प्रकारचं ज्याच्यामध्ये होतं फ्रॉम लोअर ऑस्मोटिक pressure to the higher osmotic pressure, that is known as osmosis. हायपोटोनिक आणि हायपोटोनिक तुम्हाला माहिती आहे, ज्याच्यामध्ये लेस कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन ऑफ द सॉल्यूट आहे त्याला काय म्हणतो आपण, हायपोटोनिक सोल्युशन म्हणतो, आणि ज्याच्यामध्ये कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन सॉल्यूटचं जास्त आहे त्याला आपण हायपोटोनिक सोल्युशन म्हणतो. आणि जर दोन्हीही सोल्युशनचं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन जर इक्वल असेल, दोन्हीही सोल्युशनचं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन सॉल्व्हंटचं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन जर इक्वल असेल तर आपण त्याला आयसोटोनिक सोल्युशन असं म्हणतो. These two solutions are isotonic solutions, and in the isotonic condition the no movement of solvent is carried out. No movement of solvent is carried out. आता हे जे ऑस्मॉसिस आहे हे प्लांट सेलमध्ये, जी प्लांट सेल आहे ही एक प्रकारची ऑस्मोटिक सिस्टीम असते. प्लांट सेल ॲज अ ऑस्मोटिक सिस्टीम. लिव्हिंग सेल ज्या आहेत प्लांटच्या, इट फॉर्म्स ऑस्मोटिक सिस्टीम ड्यू टू द प्रेझेन्स ऑफ सेमी परमेएबल मेम्ब्रेन. दॅट सेमी परमेएबल membrane is present in the living cell is known as plasma membrane. प्लाझ्मा मेम्ब्रेन आहे जे हे कसलं मेम्ब्रेन आहे आपल्याला माहीत आहे. इट इज अ सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन अँड सेल्स हॅव्हिंग सर्टन ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर. सेलमध्ये जे सायटोप्लाझम आहे या सायटोप्लाझममध्ये डिफरंट सॉल्यूट्स आर डिझॉल्व्ड अँड अ सॉल्वंट इज फॉर्म देअर. A colloidal solvent is formed, so it have a certain osmotic pressure. आता या ठिकाणी प्रेझेंट असणारं जे प्लाझ्मा मेम्ब्रेन आहे हे प्लाझ्मा मेम्ब्रेन ॲक्च्युअली इज नॉट ट्रूली अ सेमी परमेबल मेम्ब्रेन, but it allows certain solute particles through it, hence it is known as selectively permeable membrane. आता हे जे डिस्क्रिप्शन आहे प्लाझ्मा मेम्ब्रेनचं, इट इज सेलेक्टिव्हली परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन. हे आपण मागच्या क्लासेसमध्ये याचा अभ्यास केलेला आहे. तर प्लाझ्मा मेम्ब्रेन इज सेमी परमिएबल बट इट इज सेलेक्टिव्हली परमिएबल. नॉट ऑल द मॉलिक्युल्स आर permeable by the semi-permeable membrane or the plasma membrane, but certain molecules are allowed to pass through the plasma membrane, so it is selectively permeable. It is also known as differentially permeable membrane, like tonoplast of the vacuolar membrane, or tonoplast or vacuolar membrane also possesses the same nature. The solvent in case of plants is always water. आता जे सॉल्वंट आहे हे सॉल्वंट आपण ॲब्सॉर्प्शन ऑफ वॉटर पाहत आहोत. म्हणजे ॲब्सॉर्प्शन ऑफ वॉटर म्हणजे कुठल्या प्रकारचं सॉल्वंट आपण ॲब्सॉर्ब करणं या ठिकाणी रूट्स करत असतात. तर वॉटर इज द सॉल्वंट and the cell wall that are present in between the water or the solvent and in root system, that is the cell wall. First process is carried out in the absorption of water is imbibition. The hydrophilic compounds are attract water and that water is imbibed on the surface of the cell wall, because cell wall contain cellulose and pectin compounds, and that cellulose and pectin are the hydrophilic compounds absorb water and swells up. That is the first process. So here is the solvent is water and that cell wall that are present is permeable. If a living cell or tissue is placed in water or in hypertonic solution, water enters into the cells by osmosis. This process is called as endoosmosis. आपण पाहिलं what is endoosmosis, what is exoosmosis. The concentration of the two solution were unequal, then that lower concentration to higher concentration या ठिकाणी movement of solvent झालेली आढळून येते. आणि म्हणून दोन प्रकारच्या प्रोसेस या ठिकाणी कॅरीड आउट केल्या जातात, एक एंडोऑस्मोसिस, एक एक्झोऑस्मोसिस. एक्झोऑस्मोसिसमुळं काय होतं, सेल फ्लॅसिड होते बिकॉज the water loses from the cell, and एंडोऑस्मोसिसमुळे काय होतं, the cells become turgid. याच्यामुळं काय होतं, the water enters in the cell sap and the amount of water in the cell sap increased and cells increases its size, and so it is turgid in nature. And because of more amount of water is absorbed and the content of water in the cell sap is increased and cells increases its size, or it is turgid in nature, and because of that the turgor pressure is created here. साईज इन्क्रीज होते आणि त्याच्यामुळं काय होतं, अमाऊंट ऑफ वॉटर जे आहे सायटोप्लाझमचं किंवा सेल सॅप हे इन्क्रीज होतं. याच्यामुळं सेल्स हॅव आउटर कव्हरिंग that is the cell wall, and that cell wall is elastic in nature. When the amount of cell sap is increased, it exerted pressure on the outer covering, that is cell wall, and that cell wall becomes stretched. Two types of pressures are here created. The Because of turgidity of the cell, the turgor pressure is exerted on the cell wall, and cell wall itself is exerted opposite pressure on the cell sap. That pressure is known as wall pressure. Wall pressure. When these two pressures you considered, याच्यामध्ये काय होतं, ज्यावेळेस बिकॉज ऑफ टर्जिडिटी द प्रेशर एक्झर्ट झालेलं आढळून येतं सेल वॉलवर, आणि सोबतच काय होतं, सेल वॉल टर्ज सेल सॅपवर प्रेशर एक्झर्ट करते. म्हणजे दोन्ही प्रेशर जे आहेत या ठिकाणी इक्वल असतात. म्हणजे टर्गिड प्रेशर इज इक्वल टू द वॉल pressure. If, in other hand, plant cell or the tissue is placed in the hypertonic solution, the water comes out from the cell sap into the solution, outer solution, and the cells become flaccid. This process is known as exoosmosis. And because of exoosmosis, large amount of water is oozes from the cell sap and the cells become flaccid. Significance of plant osmosis or significance of osmosis in plant. Large quantities of water absorbed by the roots from the soil by osmosis. What is the importance of osmosis? Large amount of water is absorbed by the roots from that process. Cell to cell movement of water and other substances is dissolved and in it involve this process. सेल टू सेल मुवमेंट ऑफ वॉटर जे आहे ती या प्रोसेसमधूनच कॅरीड आउट होते. फ्रॉम वॉटर मूव फ्रॉम सेल वन सेल टू द अनदर सेल. दॅट ऑस्मोसिस इज फॉलोड. ओपनिंग अँड क्लोजिंग ऑफ स्टोमाटा डिपेंड्स अपॉन द टर्गर प्रेशर ऑफ द गार्ड सेल. ट्रान्सपिरेशन जे आहे प्लांट्समध्ये जे ट्रान्सपिरेशन होतं, या ट्रान्सपिरेशनमध्ये स्टोमाटा प्लेज इम्पॉर्टंट रोल. When the stomata close, no transpiration is occurred. When the stomata open, the transpiration is carried out. And opening and closing of stomata, in this process, the turgid pressure is the major pressure, and that pressure enables to open the stomata or close the stomata. Due to the osmosis, turgidity of the cells and hence the shape or form of their organs are maintained. What is the importance of turgidity? Because of turgidity, the shape of the plant or plant organs are maintained. The resistance of plant to drought and frost increases with increase in osmotic pressure of their cells. Turgidity of the cells of young seedlings allowed them come out in the soil. The germination starts. When the germination starts, the turgidity of the cells, young cells that are formed in the newly seedlings. Because of turgidity, the seedlings allowed to come out from the soil. So osmosis is here help. That is all of the osmosis. And when you start the next session, you study another topics. Thank you.